The Stoics weren't just philosophers, they were master readers of men. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire full of liars, manipulators, and schemers, and he saw through every single one. Seneca navigated the most dangerous court in history under Emperor Nero, and survived. Epictetus understood human nature so deeply that his teachings influenced emperors and slaves alike. They developed psychological techniques that most people will never know. Here are 11 dark psychology tricks the Stoics used to read people, and how you can use them too. Understanding people is the ultimate advantage. In business, in relationships, in life, the person who reads others accurately wins. The Stoics lived in a world of political intrigue, betrayal, and hidden motives. They couldn't afford to be naive, so they developed a system for seeing through masks, detecting lies, and understanding what people really want, even when those people don't know themselves. These aren't manipulation tactics, they're awareness tools. Use them wisely. Words are free. Actions cost something. Marcus Aurelius wrote that he would happily change if shown he was wrong, because he sought truth above all. But he also observed that most people say what benefits them, not what's true. The Stoic trick is simple. Ignore promises, ignore explanations, ignore words entirely. Watch behavior over time. A person's actions, especially when they think no one is watching, reveal their true character. Someone says they value loyalty. Watch how they talk about their friends when those friends aren't present. Someone says they're honest. Watch how they handle situations where lying would benefit them. Words are performance. Actions are truth. Character is revealed by how someone treats people who can do nothing for them. Seneca paid close attention to how men treated slaves, servants, and the poor. He wrote that every man is a slave to something, lust, greed, or ambition. Watch how someone treats waiters, drivers, assistants, customer service workers, anyone they perceive as below them. This is who they really are. A person who is kind to you but cruel to their waiter is not a kind person. They're a strategic person, and eventually that cruelty will be directed at you, the moment you're no longer useful. True character has no audience. Anger reveals values. What a person gets angry about shows what they truly care about. Epictetus taught that any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Pay attention to what triggers someone's anger. This is the map to their insecurities, their fears, and their hidden priorities. Someone who gets angry when their intelligence is questioned is insecure about being seen as stupid. Someone who explodes when their status is challenged has made status their god. Someone who rages about money issues carries that as their wound. Anger is a window. The Stoics looked through it to see the soul. Never give someone the ammunition to destroy you until they've proven they won't use it. The Stoics tested people before revealing anything important. Share a small, harmless secret with someone, something that doesn't matter but sounds like it does. Then wait and watch. If that information spreads, you know they cannot be trusted. If they use it against you later, you know their loyalty is conditional. If they keep it sacred, they've passed the first test. Seneca was careful with information in Nero's court. One wrong word could mean death. The Stoics learned to hear the silence between the words. What someone avoids reveals what they're hiding. In any conversation, notice the gaps. What topics do they steer away from? What questions do they deflect? What subjects make them change the discussion? Someone who never mentions their past carries something there. Someone who redirects every conversation about money has an issue. Someone who avoids talking about certain relationships holds a story. Learn to read that struggle, and you'll see what most people completely miss. When you praise someone, watch their eyes. Genuine humility looks different from false modesty. Real confidence looks different from insecurity masked as confidence. When you criticize someone, even gently, watch their eyes. Do they harden? Do they look away? Do they show genuine reflection or defensive calculation? Seneca observed that flatterers had hungry eyes, always watching for the next opportunity. Honest men had steady eyes, anchored in their own values. Patience is a preview of character under pressure, and pressure always comes eventually. How someone waits shows their level of self-mastery. Create small moments of waiting and observe. Are they calm or agitated? Do they check their phone obsessively? Do they become irritable when results don't arrive immediately? A person who cannot wait in peace is a person ruled by impulse. They will make rash decisions. They will abandon things when results don't come fast enough. How someone speaks about others when they're not present is how they'll speak about you when you're not present. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, never meant for others to read, and even there he practiced restraint about speaking ill of others. When someone gossips to you, shares others' secrets, or speaks cruelly about people behind their backs, know that you are witnessing your future. If they do it with you, they will do it to you. The person who says they never tell anyone this, but is showing you exactly who they are. They are showing you that confidentiality means nothing to them. Never trust someone with your reputation if they've already shown they don't protect others. Your success is a filter. It separates real allies from hidden competitors. Hidden enemies reveal themselves in your success. Pay close attention to how people react when you share good news. Do their eyes light up, or do you catch a flash of something else? Envy, resentment, a forced smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes. Seneca observed that it is not the man who has too little that is poor, but the one who craves more. This craving creates envy, and envy creates enemies. When you succeed, watch carefully. Some will celebrate genuinely, some will celebrate performatively, and some, the dangerous ones, will struggle to hide their displeasure. Small lies predict big lies. How someone handles minor truths reveals how they'll handle major ones. Watch for small deceptions, exaggerations, white lies, stories that shift slightly each time they're told. A person who lies about small things when honesty would cost them nothing will absolutely lie about big things when honesty would cost them something. Epictetus taught that truth is the foundation of all virtue. A person with a loose relationship to truth has a loose relationship to everything else: loyalty, promises, integrity. Don't wait for the big betrayal to identify the betrayer. The signs are already there in the small moments, long before the damage is done. The Stoics always watched for what emerged beneath it. How someone acts when they believe they've won shows who they really are. Observe people in moments of triumph. Are they gracious or gloating? Do they show mercy, or do they crush their opponent? Do they remain humble, or does arrogance emerge the moment the pressure lifts? Marcus Aurelius, even in military victory, practiced restraint. He knew that how you treat the defeated defines your character more than how you achieve the victory. Someone who becomes cruel in victory will become dangerous in any position of power. The goal is wisdom, not control. Subscribe to Stoic practices daily and see what others miss. Observe treatment of the powerless. Notice what triggers anger. Test with small secrets. Listen for silence. Watch eyes during praise and criticism. Observe patience. Notice how they speak of others.